LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. We are here on Monday Night Raw, 3 weeks out from WrestleMania, 3 weeks out from the start of Season 4, and right now, as of today, 3 weeks away from episode 100 of WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. Yes, episode 100 will be the kickoff to Season 4. So for those asking if Season 4, or if episode 100 was going to kick off with anything special, Season 4, Episode 1 will be episode 100 of the 2K22 series, and it will be Raw's end of Draft Night. But speaking of Raw and WrestleMania, the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, making her way to the ring. The winner of this matchup between Bianca Belair and Bayley is going to go to WrestleMania to represent Monday Night Raw in the Raw vs. SmackDown match, but there's a bit of a catch to that matchup that the Raw GM Mick Foley will talk about in just a moment's time after this matchup is over. So Bianca Belair makes her way to the ring. Here comes Bayley. It is great to see Bayley back here in WWE. She made a triumphant return at the Elimination Chamber, had a great showing inside the chamber. The Hugger is back. And to break the fourth wall for a moment, yes, she is a babyface again, as many of you have wondered. And she's got the wacky waving inflatable Bayley buddies back with her tonight. Bayley is back, making her way to the ring. The chat went huge when Bayley made her return. Many people happy to see Bayley back, especially back to her old ways. And she turned real life as a heel less than 12 hours after we brought her back. But anyway, I'm not saying I want royalties. Bayley makes her way to the ring. Hell of a match to kick us off here, Bayley and Bianca Belair. One of these two women is going to go to WrestleMania to represent Monday Night Raw. So will it be Belair or Bayley? Without any further ado, here we go. Bianca with a slap to the face. And one for another one. Bayley fires back with a forearm. Bayley goes for a kick. There's a right hook from Bianca. And a headbutt connects from Bayley. And now Bayley throws Bianca Belair across the ring. Takes her down with a knee strike. And another. Bayley grabbing Belair, getting her back up to her feet now, and Bayley kicks her in the ribs, grabs onto Bianca, throwing her now off the ropes, takes her down into a Thez press, and slamming her head into the mat repeatedly. Bayley was one of the final two inside the Elimination Chamber just last weekend. So on that night, she earned the respect of many when she took the Raw Women's Champion Rhea Ripley to the limit. That's the first time that Bayley's been able to hang with Rhea since Rhea took the title from her over 18 months ago. Is now Bianca Belair up to the middle rope. Bianca telling Bayley to get back up to her feet. The EST. Whoa! We talk about Bianca being the strongest, but Bayley showing some strength of her own with a scoop slam. And now Bayley going into the top rope, and Bayley senton off the top. Now Bayley getting Bianca Belair back up to her feet. There's a kick to the ribs. And again, Bayley. No, a knee strike from Belair. Now Bianca Belair with Bayley. Suplexes her. Belair grabs Bayley by the head, and Bianca Belair gets her up for a power slam. There's a kick taking her down. Belair's got her down. Belair for a kick. Bayley back to her feet. Bayley with a crossbody. Taking her down now. Bayley getting her back up to her feet. There's a kick. Bayley. Whoa! Bayley to belly. 1, 2. No, a kick out from Bianca. Bayley pulled that Bayley to belly out of nowhere. And Bayley with a kick to Bianca Belair, taking her down again. Another kick. Belair rolled out of the way. And now Bianca Belair grabs onto her, and Bianca pops her up. And drives her into the mat. Turning her over now is Belair. Bianca into a cover now on Bayley. 1, no. Kick out from Bayley. Bianca Belair's got her down now. Look at this. Bianca going up to the top rope. What's the ST thinking here? 450 attempt. Bayley got the knees up. Now Bayley grabs onto her, and Bayley smacks her in the face, knocking her to the ground. Bayley getting Belair back up to her feet. There's a kick. Bayley firing away now on Bianca Belair. Goes for another kick, staggers Bianca. Now Belair with a kick to the ribs. Bianca Belair pops Bayley up, and Bianca Belair falls back with her into the ropes. Bayley's head catches the turnbuckle as Bianca Belair rolls her around the ring, and Belair pushes down Bayley. Belair getting her back up to her feet now, and Bianca Belair goes for a kick, grabs onto Bayley, and Belair now grabs Bayley, gets her up, and hanging her in the air. Look at this, Belair hanging her out with a suplex. Takes her down. The strength from Belair. There's another kick, and again, a kick to the back, and Bianca blows a kiss to Bayley, says we're done. Into a cover, Bianca, one, no, kick out from Bayley. The hugger staying in this one. And now Bianca gonna punch her in the face repeatedly here. Bianca Belair punches Bayley in the face. Bianca now gets Bayley up, and Bianca Belair slammed up Bayley. Getting her back up to her feet now. Belair grabs onto Bayley, taking her towards the rope, puts her in the ropes. Bianca grabs onto her, scoops Bayley up, and Bianca Belair throws her into the ropes. Bayley goes down as Bianca going to the top. Bianca Belair, oh, goes for the elbow. Bayley, was able to slip out of it perfectly. Bayley threw a kick like she was going for the rose plant, but Bianca caught her. And now Bianca Belair drives her into the mat with a punch there. Now Belair grinding the face of Bayley across the mat. Elbow drop to the back. Turns her over now. Bianca, cover on Bayley. 1, 2, kick out from Bayley. Belair now. Oh, Bayley sweeps the leg into an elbow. And now Bayley kicking her down. Bayley repeatedly taking down Belair here with kicks. It would be the first WrestleMania for both of these women if they could win them. Whichever one wins tonight, it'll be their first LS11 WrestleMania. Bayley went to try and grab Bianca. Here's a fun statistic for you. We've never had a horsewoman at WrestleMania in LS11 Universe. How about that? Down goes Bayley. Now Bianca Belair grabs onto her, dragging her away, and Bianca Belair drags Bayley to the center of the ring, into a cover. Bianca for the win. 1, 2, Bayley kicks out. And now Bianca Belair stalking her. Belair grabs onto Bayley. Bianca scoops her up. Looks like she's going for a suplex. Bayley counters. Bayley kicks her. 4, rose plant. 1, 2, 3. Bayley is going to WrestleMania. So we do have a horsewoman going to WrestleMania. A huge win for Bayley there in our opening contest tonight. Bayley manages to outpower Bianca Belair in Bayley's first match one-on-one since her injury before the Royal Rumble. A huge win there for the hugger. Bayley with a huge win. Bayley is going to WrestleMania. So I promised that the Raw General Manager Mick Foley would have something to say about WrestleMania's Raw versus SmackDown matchup after this matchup is over. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to throw it backstage now to the Raw General Manager Mick Foley. Mick, take it away. Let's hear about the WrestleMania match. Thanks, Xander. So, LS11 Universe, tonight I have a very special announcement. Actually, I have quite a few announcements to make about WrestleMania. First of all, congratulations to Bayley on a successful victory there. It is going to be a great honor to have you representing the red brand in 2.5 weeks at WrestleMania. But she will not be representing Monday Night Raw alone, because at WrestleMania, the Raw vs. SmackDown match is going to be a mixed tag team match. And next week on Raw, we are going to find out who Bayley's tag team partner is going to be. Now, I said I had a few other WrestleMania match announcements to make tonight, so without any further ado, Oh, come on! What now? Corey Graves, the hardcore champion, brawling with Rick Boogs. Mick Foley had a WrestleMania announcement to make, but Boogs and Graves brawling over the hardcore title. Boogs runs Graves into that truss, and now Boogs with a power slam to Graves. Rick Boogs. 1, 2. Boogs is hardcore champion. We're out of time, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Alright. Congratulations to the new hardcore champion. Make my announcement another time. Let's get on to the next match. Well, unfortunately, Mick Foley not able to get his words out yet again, but we move on to what is possibly a once-in-a-lifetime matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Father versus son. Dominic Mysterio out first. The heir to the legacy of the greatest luchador of all time. Dominic Mysterio making his way to the ring. The thing is, Dominic Mysterio, despite multiple years, has struggled to really find himself here in professional wrestling. Has struggled to figure out who he is. And many people have noticed this. Many people have pointed this out, that who is Dominic Mysterio if not Rey Mysterio's son? Dominic Mysterio making his way to the ring. He has an opportunity to prove who he is tonight, an opportunity to show how far he's come in the last few years. He has an opportunity to get a Cruiserweight title match at WrestleMania. But to do so, he has to face off with dear old dad. Here comes Rey Mysterio to the ring. Rey Mysterio has been doing this just in the WWE for 20 years now. Rey Mysterio has been doing this around the world for much longer. Mysterio making his way to the ring, the biggest little man in WWE history. Mysterio knows a thing or two about Cruiserweight titles. He held one back in he held it back in WCW a long time ago. As Rey Mysterio makes his way to the ring. So Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic, one-on-one. First time it's ever happened in LS11 Universe. It will go to WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio lets his son take the first shot. Dominic throws him in the corner. Dominic goes up to the top rope. And Rey Mysterio immediately pushes him back and says, first lesson, don't do that. And now Rey Mysterio, DDT to Dominic. There's a stomp to the chest. And now Rey Mysterio getting Dominic back up to his feet. Dominic turns him around with a right hook now. Dominic takes down Rey Mysterio. Dominic kicks his father in the head. And a kick to the knee. Dominic, that's a smart strategy there from this young man. He knows that Rey Mysterio has had knee issues in the past. He goes after the knee. If anyone's going to know Rey's injuries in the past, it's going to be the man that spent his whole life around Rey Mysterio. But Rey catches him out of the air and scoop slams Dominic. Now Rey Mysterio, standing moonsault. Rey Mysterio now getting Dominic back to his feet. Goes for a kick. Dominic kicks out the knee. Now Dominic Mysterio grabs Rey. Snaps the arm. Rey staggers now, and Dominic grabs onto him. Dominic, spine buster. Cover on Mysterio. One. No. Rey kicks out. This is really difficult when both of their names are Mysterio. Rey gets slammed in the mat by Dominic. And Dominic Mysterio goes for a kick. Rey Mysterio grabs him. Dominic, swinging neck breaker, turns it into a reverse DDT, though. And now he tries to grab him. Rey Mysterio sweeps the leg. Mysterio with a stomp to Dominic. Now Rey comes off the ropes. Double axe handle to the back. Rey now getting Dominic back up to his feet, and Rey Mysterio kicks him in the knees. Dominic kicks out the knee of Rey Mysterio again. Going to those repaired knees of Rey. Throws him in the corner now. Dominic grabs him, turns him around, and Dominic grabs onto Rey Mysterio. Scoops him up, and Dominic drops him head first into the turnbuckle. Dominic, with his arm, stomps the arm of Rey Mysterio. And Dominic going up to the middle rope. What's Dominic thinking here? Telling Rey to get up to his feet. Rey Mysterio back to his feet. Dominic, whoa, was trying to look for a Hurricane Rana. Rey Mysterio with a power bomb to his own son. There's a kick to the back. And Rey with another kick attempt. Going to the knees of Dominic. Rey Mysterio punches him in the back. Dominic, what's he thinking here? Right hand to Rey Mysterio, and again, Dominic, right hook. There's a kick. Again. Rey Mysterio counters it, kicks out the knees. And Rey Mysterio, springboard moonsault. Rey now grabs his son, getting him back to his feet, and Rey Mysterio gets him in the knees. Gets the knees of Dominic. Oh, got him in the ribs. That one might have been a little low, though. Dominic goes down. Now Rey Mysterio getting Dominic back up to his feet. Rey with a kick to the knee. Dominic grabs onto him. Dominic. Whoa, here we go. Here we go. Dials it up. Goes for the 619, but Rey Mysterio knew how to counter it better than anyone. Dominic goes down. Dominic Mysterio now grasping at his knee. Rey Mysterio saying, let this be a lesson, son. Rey gets Dominic back up to his feet, though, and Rey Mysterio, there's a kick to the knees. Dominic, oh, caught him with the speed there. Dominic does have age and youth on his side, but Rey Mysterio gets out of it. Oh, and takes out the knee of Dominic again. Rey Mysterio knows that Dominic might have the speed advantage and the youth on his side, but he's not going to let that slow him down. As here comes Dominic. Wait a minute. Dominic grabs his dad. Rey Mysterio. Hurricane Rana. 1, 2, no. And Rey with a running swanton to Dominic. Goes for a kick. Dominic now. Springboard. DDT. Dominic now, he's got to start showing a bit of a killer instinct. Oh, Dominic, you might have made a mistake. Drop kick. Dominic got cocky. He started taunting when his dad was getting up, and Rey Mysterio is going to look to punish him for it. I mean, when WWE 13 was coming out, he talked about beating his kids. 619. Hell of a reference, I know. West Coast Pop. 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio, not taking time to celebrate, immediately looks over and asks his son, are you alright? Checking on his son. It might have been about a WrestleMania match, but Rey Mysterio still cared about his own son's well-being. You can see there, Dominic tried to dial up 619 on his own dad. Rey found the counter. And then Rey Mysterio showed him how it was done. 619, followed by the frog splash. Rey Mysterio is going to WrestleMania. Monday Night Raw has one slot left. That slot will be filled next week in a matchup between Cedric Alexander and Akira Tozawa. Remember, Alexander said he's willing to do double duty if it's a 4-on-2 for the Hurt Business at WrestleMania. But we got more action coming up. Well, we're going to move right into the next bit of action. We're carrying on into the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament Round 1. Here comes Zelina Vega to the ring. Zelina Vega teaming up with Elektra Lopez of Legado del Fantasma tonight. We had to have an 8-woman, we had to have an 8-team tournament somehow. Come on, man. What was supposed to do? Bring back the Bellas? Hell no. Zelina Vega makes her way to the ring. As I said, she's going to be teaming up for SmackDown. Zelina Vega teaming up with Raw's Elektra Lopez of Legado del Fantasma. Elektra Lopez making her way to the ring. Apologize if you can hear the thunder outside. It's one of those cases of I can't really, I'm not for, can't control the weather. Elektra Lopez making her way to the ring though tonight to team up with Zelina Vega. Sometimes you gotta think on your feet a little bit for tag teams, like I said. We've already seen multiple teams advance in this tournament. We saw the first team to advance being Shayna Baszler and Ivy Nile. Ray has come up with a tag team name for them, so that will be debuted next time we see them. And this past week on SmackDown, we saw Fight Factory, Kaylee Ray, and Blair Davenport advance as well. So we have the third of 4 teams advancing now. This Friday on SmackDown, we will see Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade against Charlotte Flair and Lacey Evans. But here comes another SmackDown team. Here comes Toxic Attraction. Somehow the team I couldn't remember was the one that's been around the longest when I was listing off the teams the other day. Mandy Rose leading the charge. JC Jane and Gigi Dolan making their way to the ring behind Mandy Rose. Toxic Attraction making their way to the ring. The trio they've been since their debut right after NXT Fallout. Mandy Rose, a former SmackDown Women's Champion. So Zelina Vega and Gigi Dolan starting it off. Without any further ado, here we go. Zelina with a right hook. Another one. Dolan countered. Gigi Dolan now grabs onto her. Throws her across the ring. Towards the corner. There's a right hook attempt. Kick to the knees from Zelina. Zelina Vega fires away. Kicks the knee. Roundhouse kick. Got her in the head on that one. And now Vega pops back the leg of Gigi Dolan. Dolan is down. Kick to the back from Zelina. Now Zelina Vega into a cover on Dolan. 1, no. Kick out from Gigi. Now Vega grabs onto her. Bulldog choke here on the mat. Mandy Rose trying to coach on her girls. As, oh, Dolan gets out of it. And choke blocks the leg of Zelina Vega. Goes in the corner. Tag made to JC Jane. JC Jane is in now, and JC goes for a jab. Zelina counters. Zelina with a kick. Vega hits the ropes. Spike Hurricane Rana taken down. JC Jane. And now Zelina Vega. Tag made to Elektra Lopez, the much bigger of the 2 women on that team. And Elektra Lopez. Oh, what a spine buster. Showing her power immediately upon entering the ring. Lopez now throws JC Jane out of the ring. JC Jane going down. Oh, a neck breaker to Elektra Lopez on the outside, though. Back in the ring now goes JC Jane. Whoa, Elektra Lopez dropping Mandy Rose. And Elektra trying to take down Gigi Dolan as well. Lopez trying to take out all of Toxic Attraction. 3-on-1 at the moment. Lopez getting back into the ring. Gigi Dolan went for a double axe handle, and now Lopez turns her attention to her. Down goes Zelina Vega. Extra Lopez, fall away slam. JC Jane takes her down. Cover. 1, no. Now Jane goes around the back, takes her down again. Another cover by JC Jane. 1, no. Another kick out from Elektra Lopez. For a jab, Lopez grabs her, and look at this. Elektra Lopez throws her at the referee with a Michinoku driver. Kick out from JC Jane. Now Lopez getting JC back to her feet. Pulls her in. Elektra Lopez goes for a power bomb. JC getting out of it, though. JC Jane finds the counter. Oh, a shot from Lopez takes her down. Tag made to Vega. Now Gigi Dolan reaching out for a tag. JC Jane crawling towards her partner. Slammed into the mat. And Zelina Vega immediately makes the tag back out. JC Jane is down. Elektra Lopez. Whoa, went for the knee strike. JC Jane. Big kick to the face. A bicycle kick. Knocks her down. JC getting her back up to her feet. Grabs Elektra Lopez, throws her across the ring into the corner. Tag made to Gigi Dolan and Toxic Attraction looking for a double team. Kick to the ribs of Lopez. Now Gigi Dolan kicks her, pops back into another kick, takes down Elektra Lopez. Bring her back up to her feet now. Gigi Dolan slapping her again repeatedly. Knee strike, back fist. There's another kick. Knocks her down. Dolan, elbow strike across a seated Lopez. And again. Knocks her down. Gets her in the back now. Getting her back up to her feet now. Dolan grabs onto her. And STO slams her into the mat. Getting Lopez back up to her feet now. Dolan with a sunset flip. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Jane makes the save as Vega throws her out of the ring at the last second. Toxic Attraction is the third team to advance in the tournament. They will go on to round 2, the semifinals. They've just got to win one more match to be guaranteed a spot at WrestleMania. Big win for Toxic Attraction here on Raw tonight. Mandy Rose celebrating that like she just won it herself. We got plenty more coming up though, ladies and gentlemen. I've been told we've had a bit of a situation backstage, so we're going to take you backstage right now. Holy, I gotta talk to you for a minute. Yeah, what is it, champ? Look, AJ Styles, man, he's not WrestleMania main event worthy, and we all know it. I mean, he's Mr. TNA. We're really gonna let him walk in here and fight for the WWE title in the main event of WrestleMania? Roman, this has nothing to do with TNA, does it? You're scared of AJ Styles. I am not scared of AJ Styles. I just think there's a much more worthy opponent here on Raw, worthy of the time of the Tribal Chief in the main event of WrestleMania. Okay, and that is The Miz. You want The Miz in the main event of WrestleMania for the WWE title. Yeah. Because it worked so well last time? Let's run in the family. What was that? Nothing. Look. AJ won the Royal Rumble. He won the right to challenge the WWE Champion in the main event of WrestleMania. But, you know, AJ is just over here. We were just talking before you so rudely interrupted. Let's see what he thinks. So, AJ, what's it gonna be? He wants me to put my WrestleMania main event on the line against The Miz. Yeah, it seems that way, but it's up to you. It's your title opportunity. Well, you know, I always heard that The Miz was John Cena's favorite personal punching bag, so yeah, I'll go around with him in the main event. He somehow beats me, and I don't deserve to go to WrestleMania. He can have the spot. I'm gonna go warm up now. Thanks, Mick. Roman, keep that jaw warmed up. I can't wait to punch it at WrestleMania and break it. Well, we have a hell of a main event on the line coming up. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Triple H and Tommaso Ciampa to hash out the details of their WrestleMania matchup. Tommaso Ciampa is here. He is finally back after his hellacious battle with Brock Lesnar at the Elimination Chamber. Ciampa marching down to the ring tonight. Ciampa and Triple H set to do battle at WrestleMania. We're gonna get the official confirmation of the matchup here tonight. Anything that needs to be set in stone is going to be set in stone. Tommaso Ciampa, former World Heavyweight Champion, making his way down to the ring. Ciampa and Triple H, a dream match for many. Teacher versus student. Ciampa makes his way to the ring. Let's bring on the SmackDown General Manager. Let's bring on the game. Triple H on his way to the ring. The game is here, looking more like a dad than ever tonight. Triple H, taped up and ready for a fight. No mystery. It's no mystery that he's my favorite wrestler of all time. It's Triple H and Ciampa face to face. Well, Ciampa, you wanted me here, so here I am. Hunter, glad you could make it all the way here to Raw. I know being on the A show isn't something you're used to anymore. But I just wanted to make sure you weren't going to be backing down from the WrestleMania fight you promised me. Tommaso, trust me. I am nowhere near backing down from this fight with you. I'm the game, damn it. The SmackDown General Manager. I'm a former world champion. And you know what the difference between all of my world titles and your one is? Mine actually all meant something. Mine were about me. Mine weren't tied to other people. I'm not here to run mouths and play mind games with you tonight, Hunter. I'm just making sure our match for WrestleMania is set, and none of your little stooges are gonna get in my way. Fine. You and me, one-on-one at WrestleMania. I won't bring anyone with me. Good. Now, before I let you go, thank you. What the hell are you thanking me for? For forgetting to wear your suit. Whoa, Ciampa! Ciampa! Jumping the game! Remember, in the details, when they were talking about having a WrestleMania match, Triple H said that whenever he wears a suit, Ciampa can't do anything to him. Well, the game is wearing a t-shirt and jeans tonight, and Ciampa is gonna make him pay for it with Fairy Tale ending. Ciampa gets the last laugh over the game. Well, we are getting close to the end of the night, but we got some singles action up next. Here comes the Protector. Xia Li on her way to the ring. Xia Li on her way to the ring, the Protector of Monday Night Raw. Here tonight with a big matchup. She gets to go one-on-one with the Raw Women's Champion. On the way to the ring, Xia Li. This is a big opportunity for her tonight. We've already seen her lay out Rhea Ripley in the past. She was in the final 3 of the Elimination Chamber just a few weeks ago. And now tonight, she gets that one-on-one opportunity. Here comes the Raw Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. She's developed a new attitude lately and a new look to go with it. I, for one, support this new look. Sorry, just got a little hot in here. Rhea Ripley making her way to the ring. At this point, Rhea Ripley is on the course for 500 days as Raw Women's Champion if she makes it through WrestleMania. The Nightmare approaches the ring. Rhea Ripley has been a force of nature, someone that you do not want to cross paths with in her time as Raw Women's Champion. Keep in mind, she's a 2-time champion, but to win the title the first time before she was cashed in on She beat Ronda Rousey. Something no one else in the LS11 universe can say they did. So Rhea Ripley enters the ring, the Raw Women's Champion. Set for some singles action. She ran her way through the entire Elimination Chamber. In fact, I believe she eliminated everybody inside her chamber matchup a few weeks ago. So Xia Li and Rhea Ripley one-on-one. Here we go. Rhea Ripley grabs onto her, and Rhea, oh my god, choke bomb! Drop Xia Li. Rhea Ripley getting her up to her feet now, and Ripley throws her into the turnbuckle. Down goes Xia Li. Rhea Ripley now picking her back up to her feet, and Rhea Ripley clotheslines her. Gets her back up again, and another clothesline. Keep in mind, Rhea Ripley is set to do battle with Raquel Gonzalez in 2 weeks at WrestleMania. Two forces of absolute destruction set to run head-on into one another at WrestleMania in just 2.5 weeks. As Rhea now gets Xia Li back up to her feet again, Rhea Ripley shoves her away. A jab now, and Rhea Ripley firing away, knocks back Xia Li again. Ripley with an elbow shot, shoves her back. Clothesline attempt, Xia Li ducks her. Now Xia Li grabs Rhea Ripley, turns her around. Neckbreaker takes her down. Xia Li now turns Rhea over, kicks her in the back. Xia Li bows to the crowd. Xia Li grabs onto the champ and kicks her in the back. Xia Li now getting Rhea back up to her feet. Xia goes for a right hook. Rhea counters. Rhea with a kick to the ribs now, and Rhea Ripley knocks her back with another kick. Grabs onto Xia Li, throws her across the ring. Into the corner. Big spear into the corner. And a drop kick for good measure. Rhea now getting Xia Li back to her feet again. Rhea Ripley grabs onto her, throws her off the ropes. Ripley. Oh, they run into one another. Xia Li kicks the knees. Now Xia Li knocking back Rhea with another shove. Right hook. Knocks her back now. And Xia Li with Rhea Ripley. Turns her around for a neck breaker. Connects to Rhea. Xia Li getting her back up to her feet again. Now Xia Li goes for a kick. Rhea Ripley countered. Rhea kicks her in the ribs. And Rhea Ripley with a riptide. Cover. 1, 2. No! And now Rhea Ripley looking for. What is she thinking here? This is how she tapped out Bayley at the chamber. No, Xia Li sweeps the legs. Now Xia Li kicks Rhea in the back, and now Xia Li going to the top rope. Xia Li, the protector. Oh, splat goes Xia Li. Rhea Ripley now grabs onto her for a clothesline. Now Ripley gets her back up for another one. And a third takes her down. Rhea Ripley getting her back to her feet now, and Ripley with a punch. Ripley fires away with an uppercut now on Xia Li. Clothesline. Gets her up again. And another. Gets her up again. And a third. Ripley grabs onto Xia Li, getting her back up again. Rhea for a clothesline. Missed her on that one. No, went for another one. Xia Li kicks her in the ribs now, and now Xia Li grabs onto Rhea. Xia Li throws her over the top, out to the floor. Follows her to the outside now, and Xia Li striking a battle pose over Ripley now. Ripley staggers back to her feet. Xia Li kicks her in the ribs. Xia Li. Oh! Gets dropped back first onto the steel steps. Rhea Ripley grabs hold of her, but Xia Li answers back with some elbow strikes. And now Xia Li grabs onto Rhea Ripley and throws her into the steps with an exploder suplex. Rhea Ripley holding onto her back now. Oh, and Xia Li. Big boot from Ripley. Rhea now gets her back up to her feet, and Rhea Ripley throws her back into the ring, follows her in. Rhea getting her up to her feet now. Rhea Ripley. Clothesline. Now Rhea looking for brutality. Brutality is locked in. Xia Li is gonna tap out. Rhea Ripley scores the win over Xia Li. Just like that, the Raw Women's Champion remains undefeated in singles competition for over a year. Huge win there for Rhea Ripley. Whoa, hang on a minute. There's the Royal Rumble winner. Rhea Ripley and Raquel Gonzalez now. A brawl breaking out here on Raw. The WrestleMania Women's title match happening before our eyes as these two brawling, the two powerhouses of the Raw Women's division. Gonzalez with a clothesline to Ripley. Gonzalez goes for a kick. Rhea Ripley hits a boot of her own. Rhea Ripley getting her back up to her feet now, and Ripley. No, Gonzalez. Rhea! Raquel, that's enough! For 2 weeks, I have been trying to make an announcement about your match, and for 2 weeks I've been interrupted. Rhea, after your actions these last several weeks, since you realized that you might be in jeopardy of losing that title, after your attacks on the likes of Lita and Xia Li outside of sanctioned matches, and Raquel, after you injured this woman and cost her a shot at the Raw Women's title, it seems only fitting that this big women's title match at WrestleMania, in fact the biggest women's title match in LS11 WrestleMania history, get one more thing added. So, making her return to Monday Night Raw next week, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Gonzalez, your WrestleMania match just became a triple threat. Because you two will also have to contend with the genius of the sky, Io Shirai. Whoa, hang on! Backstage! Robert Roode getting the jump on his WrestleMania opponent, Dolph Ziggler, with a steel chair. Roode repeatedly attacking Ziggler now. Ziggler's down. Roode cracks the chair over his body again. There will be no excuses. I will leave with a title at WrestleMania for the 3rd year in a row. And it will be glorious. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event. The WrestleMania main event is about to be on the line, as here comes The Miz to the ring. The Miz with his wife Maurice and his bodyguard Omos making his way to the ring. Miz, an opportunity to go to the main event of WrestleMania being handed to him tonight. Miz, a former tag team and hardcore champion, and that's it. Miz making his way to the ring. So the self-proclaimed Hollywood A-lister and his wife, the it couple of WWE, making their way to the ring. Miz and Maurice are here, and here comes the Miz's opponent. But Miz has to contend with the man who won the Royal Rumble, the man who, well, as of this minute, is going to be main eventing WrestleMania against Roman Reigns, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Can you imagine if Miz wins tonight? Do you know how many graphics I'm going to have to redo? I'm going to have to replace AJ Styles with the Miz front and center on the poster. Gross. And that WrestleMania was in my hometown. Home state. Anyways, AJ Styles making his way to the ring, the phenomenal one. AJ thought this matchup was a hilarious idea, but I don't know, AJ. The Bloodline probably have something up their sleeves, just knowing how they work. So AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, makes his way to the ring. Miz and Styles one-on-one here in our main event of Raw. Miz in the main event of the episode. Well, that's certainly something. Here we go. AJ Styles runs at him. Miz grabs hold of him. Miz gets him up. AJ Styles, though, grabs him and German suplexes him. And now AJ Styles gets the Miz back up to his feet, and AJ grabs onto him. Throws Miz across the ring, into the corner. Big clothesline. Throws him down. AJ now hits the ropes and double axe handle to Miz. Kicking him down as AJ Styles kicks him in the back. Miz powering back up to his feet, and the Miz with AJ Styles. Oh, a boot to the face from Miz. Now Miz with a knee to the face. Goes for another kick. AJ Styles sweeps the leg of the Miz. There's a kick from AJ to the Miz. AJ grabs Miz, throws him off the ropes. AJ Styles. Oh, he and Miz collide. And now Miz throws AJ Styles. Puts him in the corner now. So this is the main event of this week, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we already know the main event of next week's Raw is going to be that big Xavier Woods versus Bobby Lashley matchup that impacts the Raw Tag Team title match at WrestleMania. I do apologize if it was misspoken last week as to when that matchup would be, as AJ Styles takes down the Miz. I genuinely don't remember what I said. Now AJ gets Miz. Forearm strike. Into another. Styles now ducks the clothesline. Pele kick. Miz goes down. AJ Styles grabs the Miz, getting him up to his feet. AJ pulls Miz in, rolls him through into calf crusher. Miz, there was nothing he could do about it, but he got into the ropes. That part saved him. And now AJ with the Miz, throws him off the ropes. AJ Styles, arm drag. And now the Phenomenal One. The outside, AJ. Here we go, warming himself up. Phenomenal forearm. Well, wait a minute. Roman Reigns, the WWE Champion, assaulting the referee, and AJ Styles doesn't know what to do. Reigns takes out the ref. AJ yelling out at Reigns. No, now Miz's bodyguard, Omos, runs over AJ. Not like this. Tree slam. Omos getting out before the ref can get back up. Oh, the ref's back up, and now Miz has recovered. Miz getting AJ back to his feet. Not like this. Skull-crushing finale. 1, 2. Oh my God. AJ Styles nearly lost the WrestleMania main event. Chop block to Miz. And now AJ with Miz. Pulls him in for Styles. Clash. And now he gets Miz, picking the prone body back up and making Miz stand on his own 2 feet. Phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles keeps the WrestleMania main event. The Phenomenal One keeps the WrestleMania main event to himself. Oh, and now Reigns and Styles face to face. Wait a minute. Jey Uso. Jumping AJ Styles. Super kick. Jey under the orders of Roman Reigns. Reigns with a spear to Styles. And the Bloodline gets the last laugh over Styles. The WWE Champion gets the last laugh tonight. The Bloodline stands tall. Thank you all for watching this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. What a night it's been. We got a huge show next week as well with the Woods-Lashley match. We have a huge week ahead of us here in LS11 Universe. Until next time, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.